Alright, what's up guys? Got another Alliance War video here for y'all. In this war, it's for Loki and we're taking on GOD3. This is going to be war number 8 of Season 4. And for this war, I am also going to be bringing a pretty familiar team. If you've seen some of my previous videos, it's going to be Void and Ghost, along with Wasp for her synergy. And we will be on Path 5. So going right up the middle. Path 5 just kind of waits for the sides to clear, and I can kind of clear when mid's ready to go. But even in this war, our opponents didn't put anyone on node 10, so like this first node when going up the middle. So I have one less fight, but that's no big deal. First fight is normally a diversity fight anyways, and it's a 6-star tech champ, so I actually think it's going to be Punisher 2099 because he actually does really good on this node. It's a kinetic reactor and power reserve, so his specials all hit you on block. He just builds up more power. And I throw in one big boost and then 2 small boosts, and I also use advanced power boost. And my thought here with Ghost, I can get an L2 and just kind of destroy him. And you'll actually notice this very beginning of this fight is really choppy. Like that fight, those texts that actually come down, it's lagging quite a bit, and that's not just the video rendering here. That's how the fight was for me, and maybe it's attributed to that. I had a low power on my battery for my phone, or it's possible that it's because I wasn't on Wi-Fi. But anyways, I thought that part was pretty cool. Just phased through his L2 and it gave me pretty much another full bar of power. So I could throw my L2 and Ghost just wrecked that fight in about 30 seconds. So far so good. Still got my advanced power boost. Want to move into this next fight as quickly as possible, but this loading screen is really annoying me because this is probably the longest loading that I've had in a very long time. And I'm going to be bringing Void into this fight. It's Masochism. And I kind of expected it to be a tough champion, either Medusa or Hyperion. We get the Hyperion. And again, that loading screen just really bothering me. The beginning of the fight made me nervous to not try to parry. Luckily, he didn't really come at me. But with that Power Start 1, I just threw off my L1 pretty... just really fast. Like, I didn't mind using up the Masochism at the beginning so I can place my other debuffs on him. But it's going well. I just want to bait out his specials whenever I can. Try to get my debuffs to stick. And yeah, I backed off a little bit just to try to get him to throw the L2. Right there, it kind of sucked. I wish my Resonate would have procced one more time. But we do get the first Petrify, so that means his power gain is going to be weakened by 50%. I just rushed in there. I was going. That was a mistake on my part. I was going for an intercept. I thought he would come after me, and he just didn't move. So one small mistake on my part in this fight. But now we have 2 Petrifies, so his power gain is not going to be doing anything. We throw off another L1, and that finishes Hyperion. And I thought that I would have plenty of time here. I mean, that fight only took like a minute and a half. My first fight only took like a half a minute. I thought I would be getting into my node 29 fight with this Power Start 1. So moving up to my next fight, it's the Killmonger on node 29. But luckily, I can take my revenge out on this guy because he is a 6-star unduped. So a lot less powerful than a duped 5-star. And you notice I looked at my boosts and they just ran out. And gosh, this lag is just so bad. I'm trying to queue into my fights. Every time I like push anything, it's like coming up very sequentially. So I'm kind of worried here. And you'll see the start of this match also, like really choppy start. It's just like kind of frightened me, but luckily once the fight kind of gets rolling, it hasn't really been doing anything. So yeah, just coming at this Killmonger, I'm taking out my revenge from that last last time I fought Killmonger. Killmonger rank 5 duped versus like just this 6-star unduped is just a completely different animal. You don't have to worry about reverberation. Like, he's not that tough of a defender here without that reverberation. My debuffs are just sticking fine. And maybe it was in my head from the last fight, but this fight's going to go pretty well. I get 2 petrifies off early, dodging the L1. But you can see he's going down pretty fast. And I'm actually going to get Fear of the Void off here shortly. And that once you get Fear of the Void, if you have a lot of health left, it's going to pretty much seal it up. So even though my Power Start 1 didn't come with me into this fight, we had quite a comfortable lead. So I wasn't going to put on an invulnerability boost since I only have, I think, 1 of them left. But my first 2, you see I got 2 Petrifies, Fear of the Void. I'm just trying to bait a special and he's not throwing it, which is kind of worrying me. But finally he throws an L1 and we end up getting him down pretty shortly after that. So got my revenge on Node 29, but it was a lot weaker opponent than you could potentially see there. So anyways, my last fight here coming up is going to be Node 37, and this is a poison node. It's a rank 5 Mystic Champ. And due to scouting, we already knew it was going to be a magic. And I wanted to test out Ghost here. I thought that she could do it. Basically, if she got Limbo, I wasn't going to try to hit her too much. I would try to do a lot of my damage when she doesn't have Limbo up. And you'll see going into this fight, I think Ghost can do it. There's just going to be one instance that kind of messes it up. And here again, we're getting this lag at the start. Ideally, I would have liked to play it a little differently. But you always kind of see. I push her over the Limbo. I don't want to hit her too much. But as I phase, I'm able to gain a little bit of power. And I throw my first L2. I know my first 2 are not going to get touched with the Limbo. That last one does, but she's already like way past halfway. I'm doing okay. Brute Force does hurt me a little bit here. But at this point, I'm feeling pretty comfortable about the fight. And my whole goal is just to get 1 more L2, and it should steal it because my first one did so much damage. And I don't mind pushing her over the bars of power if I actually absolutely have to. Because my next L2 right after this combo should just end it. So I parry. I tried to fade back, but my phone just like didn't respond. And I end up not killing her. And I end up dying. Yeah, so just to talk about that for a sec. Normally with Ghost, once you phase back, all your crits are guaranteed. I know I phased back, and it just didn't. It just threw my special. So I took a useless death there. Like I said, the war was already over. We have this sealed up. But it just feels bad to know that you could have done better. So, anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it. Catch you later. Peace.